Richician!
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and welcome to Q&A number 22. Yes, I'm back doing this after a 2-week break, so let's just kick this off. I don't think this will be as long, but we shall see. So, the first 3 questions are from Matt and Alison Welch. 1. With Brothers of Legend finally out along with the Karibo Bros, will we get an update from your Yugi character deck collection? Matt recently purchased the Japanese copies of them for his own Yugi deck collection back in June. Back in the future? What am I talking about? Yes, I am gonna update it. I swear I mentioned this in an earlier video, but yes, it will be updated once I get them. In fact, that's why I'm after the Karibo Bros in the first place. So I'll try and pick them up in trades if I can, along with the Utopia stuff. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to pick up a box of it at some point after I get my Battles of Chaos case. 2. What do you think of the new Utopia support in Brothers of Legend? Sorry. It's pretty good, actually. Some of it I will use, some I won't. Not sure about a couple of the new Zeal Sages, or Zeal weapons, but the rest of it looks good, including the rank 12 guy, which is really cool. I like that, and how it can bring out pretty much any number, or at least any of the base 100 ones, or the number C forms. That's really cool, actually. In fact, I've actually been having a hard time trying to fit it into my online Utopia deck. It definitely seems to make the deck so much better. I mean, it was already anyway with the support from Lightning Overdrive. Yeah, it's definitely a much better deck than it was like early last decade, that's for sure. 3. Do you have a favourite Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged episode? Matt and I both love the 3rd episode where they're on the way to Duelist Kingdom, and the episode where Atem goes berserk on Weevil, on top of that train going, Monster Gardor! With random pictures on the cards Atem draws from his deck. As a matter of fact, I do have a favourite episode. The one where Yugi is dueling against Seeker, the rare hunter that has Exodia. That one stands out for me the most, because of the jokes about the final episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and Grandpa Moto having some intimate sexy time with a Blackluster soldier poster being like, "Ooh, Blackluster soldier, how I've missed you." And then another part where there was a Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons cutaway. I definitely like that, because Captain Scarlet fan. It was brilliant. Next questions are from Team Soulforge Vanguard. 1. With Fusion Destiny being banned in the OCG, and of course stop spamming of DPE in every deck, would like the same to happen for the TCG? Well, I don't really have any strong opinions of Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer right now. what I do find quite interesting though is that it's getting banned over there, and we're getting a ultimate rare reprint of it, which suggests that I don't think that card's going to get banned over here anytime soon. But I mean, I don't know how I'd feel about it. I mean, I guess on one hand it would stop it being used and abused in everything, just like Dragoon. But at the same time, it would be really annoying for players playing pure Destiny heroes. You know, like me, like I still have my Destiny hero deck, but I don't have a single copy of Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. I mean, I would like to get a couple of copies for the deck, though. It's a tough one, really. I feel like if it got banned, then pure Destiny hero players would be punished for a crime that they didn't commit, which would be kind of annoying. It's a difficult one to figure out. So I'm kind of anticipating that Verte Anaconda will probably get banned instead, which might be just as well. I mean, it would also. I don't know if that would really stop it being played in every single deck, though. Which is why I've been saying that I'd rather Red Eye's Dark Dragoon was banned instead. I still say he has to go. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Dragoon should be fucking banned. Nothing will change my mind there. It's difficult to say. Like, I feel like if Anaconda got banned, I don't see it making much difference. It's, purely because Dragoon and DP are both ridiculously good fusion monsters, and it's like, well, what's really stopping anyone play them in everything anyway? Like, Anaconda or no Anaconda. It's a difficult balance to figure out. Like, I don't even know if putting Fusion Destiny to one will make a difference. Probably not. I mean, I feel like just like Red Eye's Fusion, people only run one copy anyway, like outside of Destiny hero decks. I don't know. I suppose banning Anaconda would be the lesser of those evils. I don't know. It's difficult to figure out. Trying to work something out that would please everyone. Then again, Konami only really cares about money rather than pleasing people with the ban list, fixing the game. So, I don't have much faith in them regarding ban lists, of course. And on a side note, since the Dragoon's now a Starlight rare, it's probably not going to get banned on the next ban list, which just angers me. So I'm going to have to wait a bit longer, I suppose, for that fucker to finally get banned, so that some balance and fair play can be restored to the game. Anyway, let's move on. 2. With cards like Lightning Storm and Forbidden Droplets being very expensive, and, well, it made me think how expensive it's gotten over the years for staples, at least in my opinion. What's your view on staples being over £100 these days? I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, a generic card should not be that much. In fact, no card in the game should be worth that much. Like, I know I've said it before, but I just think it's absolutely ridiculous that a small piece of cardboard is worth hundreds or even thousands of pounds. Like, it's not right. Like, it's extortion. Like, they shouldn't be difficult to get. Like, and it's just really difficult for someone trying to keep up with the game, or getting into the game, or getting back into the game. It can make deck building pretty difficult. Because not everyone can spare the money for these cards, along with the fact that they're just too hard to obtain. I don't know. It's just daylight robbery, I think. Which is why we end up just trying desperately to make do without, or look for budget alternatives. 3. I know you've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for quite some time, and I happen to be in the process of making a card game when it reaches pre-alpha. That's really cool, actually. Would you mind helping playing the game iron out all the little problems? I mean, I can try. I mean, I'm not much of a game designer or a card designer, but I can see what I can do. By the way, side note, not sure if you know, but it's me, Static Super Saiyan 3, just got a whole new channel. Yeah, I knew it was you. I figured it out. And the last few questions are from Chris Reinhardt. I enjoyed watching your tournament duels last week. Well, it would have been more than that. But thanks very much. But the reason why you made the Fire King deck got me thinking about another possible fun tournament with the team or some friends. So, 1. What if you guys chose the decks you have now from a fire, water, earth, wind, light and dark decks? Either each duelist would have each element, or just choose one and see who can master the elements best. You know, it's funny you should say that, my friend, because I just so happen to be thinking of that as well, like on and off, over the past couple of months, but I wasn't quite sure how to do it. I would like to do it, most definitely. I'm sure the others would be up for it. But it's a question of how we're going to do it, like I said. I mean, I've definitely got near enough most of the decks to do it. I mean, Fire Kings, fire, Fish for water, Blue Eyes White Dragon, or Light Rays for light. I was thinking about Rainbow Neos, but it's a hero deck and there's lots of different attributes. Dark Magician for dark, or I could go with Red Eyes, Black Wings, Rockets, or Supreme Kings. I would have said Raid Raptors, but I don't have the deck anymore. As for Earth, I don't actually have a full Earth deck. I mean, I would have said gadgets, but there's also a few water and light monsters in there as well, so I'm not too sure. So Magnet Warriors would be the obvious answer, but I don't even have them anymore. In fact, I think besides gadgets, I don't even have an Earth deck. Shame, really. And then, of course, there's Speedroids for wind. So, I don't know. I'll figure something out. Or at the very least, maybe it can be an event for the next series of Dark Richician's Deck Grand Championship Extra. Who knows? 2. Did you see the new Spider-Man movie? And if so, what did you think about it? I haven't yet, no. I really need to go and see that, but I'm not quite sure when I'll be able to. Because I generally have quite a busy schedule, so it's difficult for me to find the time to go to the cinema these days. But I do really want to see it. I've heard, well, other friends of mine have really enjoyed it, and I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so I just gotta. Otherwise I'll end up missing my chance and then wait to get it on DVD. 3. In some of your videos you mentioned putting certain decks into a binder, which I know means they would be inactive for that time, but is that what you want to do with a majority of your decks, or do you have a certain number of decks that you want to keep active? Well, here's the plan with that. As I've said many times before, like Dark Magician, Elemental Heroes, Rainbow Neos are decks I definitely want to keep active permanently because they're my signature 3, whereas any others just keep coming in and out of binders. Whenever I feel like playing them. That's generally what I do with them, although there have been others that I'm just not that interested in playing anymore and would like to sell. I've already sold 2 decks, which are my Raid Raptors and the Hands of Danger deck. Hands of Danger have gone to Brian, whereas Raid Raptors have gone to George. Whereas Express Gaming is interested in my gadgets and tunes. And I think Josh expressed interest in my Evil Heroes. So, yeah, I guess that answers the question. 4th and final question. So, I remember that you mentioned that you would like to put Stratos to 1 in your hero decks so that it would give you room to play other things. So why not put Stratos to 1? Other hero decks are starting to do that because of Draw and Blockbird, and it would allow you to play your original Stratos in Rainbow Neos and other hero decks. I get that it does raise the consistency of the deck, but I also know that you like to build decks the way you see fit, so I thought I'd ask. Well, it's difficult to figure out. I mean, obviously if Stratos did ever go back to 1, then I would instantly spread out my original 3, the Shonen Jump promos, among Elemental Heroes, Rainbow Neos, and my March 2011 format Legendary Hero deck. Yeah, even if I do that, though, I still need to figure out the right balance. Here's the thing with my Elemental Hero deck again. Like, I miss running Bubble Man, Ocean and Voltic in that deck, and I'm also thinking of running Extra Hero Infernal Divisor and 1 or 2 copies of Solid Soldier. But it's a really difficult balance to try and figure out. I feel like dropping Stratos to 1 isn't necessarily ideal. I mean, I do want to play those specific cards, but at the same time I want the deck to work properly and be consistent. It's really tough. I'm not even sure what I'd drop from the extra deck for Infernal Divisor. It was hard enough trying to fit in Sunrise and then put back in my second copy of Shining Flare Wingman. And I really don't want to drop any more of the anime elemental heroes. So I don't know. I'm definitely considering dropping Blaze Man because I hardly ever use him. Maybe drop an Honest Neos to 1. Or I might try and put the deck in a different direction and try and make it one that doesn't use traps. That's something I'm considering, but I just don't know. Maybe I'll figure something out. I mean, it would definitely make things easier if Stratos just went back to 1 on the list. Like, as much as I really like Stratos and is one of my favourite heroes in the game, I do feel like 2 or 3 is a bit much. I mean, it's great, but it's a bit much. Excuse me. Okay, and that's it for questions in this episode. Thank you very much for your guys' questions, as usual. And if you have any other questions you want to ask me, just post them in the comments section down below. And remember, I do these episodes every Tuesday afternoon UK time, so be sure to get your questions in before then so that you don't miss out. Thanks again, stay safe, see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.